Hey guys, Harsh here, back in the video. So today I'm going to review and unbox the AC to DC power supply. So this is a 10 amp power supply. So this will output 12 volts at 12 amps. So you can use it for very long LED strips and much more, like using a thermoelectric peltier. So let's get started. So let's take a closer look at the box itself. So there are some key features over here. So it has an over output over voltage protection, over current protection, short circuit protection, surge protection, and those are the only protection that I think you need. And it has an input of 100 to 240 AC voltage at 50 or 60 hertz, so that's pretty nice. I mean, this concludes the whole range of power inputs that we get in our houses, and it also has an output LED indicator, so that's pretty nice. You will know that the power supply is on or off. So let's unbox it. Pretty shiny, as you can see. So here's the power supply, and you can see that this looks very aggressive, I should say, because these are pretty holes, and this types of thing scares me. But still pretty good power supply. There are nothing loose parts in it, and pretty well built, although there is a little bit of flex on the sink over here, and there are many holes on the top. As you can see, this is for heat dissipation, and this does not have a fan in it, unlike the 30 amp power supply. So that would be very interesting to see that. And here are some specification about that also. And here are the terminals for the input and the output. So let's take a closer look over here. So first of all, you have the line and the neutral. So this will be our AC inputs, and doesn't matter where you put the line or the neutral, because this is an AC current, so that doesn't really matter a lot. But you should not connect anything to the ground other than the ground wire. Then next to it is the voltage output and input. So you have the V negative for these two terminals, so these are the negative terminals for the 12 volt output, and then next to them, the rightmost two terminals are the +2 +12 volts output for the supply. And here you can see the indication LED and a little voltage adjuster. So this will actually be able to, so from this you will be actually able to adjust the voltage, and the range of the voltage is not very huge, but I will be checking it with the voltmeter. And then underneath here you can see that there is actually a switch over here. I don't know if you can catch it properly. So this switch is actually responsible for the AC 110 or 220 volts. So you will be actually need to switch it to make sure that you get the right input from the terminal over here. So currently I don't think you can see that, but it is currently on the 220 side, and this is ready to accept 220 voltage. But if you live in a country where you get a 110 volt supply, then you will need to actually switch it to the left side so that it can accept 110 volts of electricity. Now let's connect the terminals and see how it performs. Now as you can see, to protect the terminals, there is also a lid over here, so this can pop out and pop in place. It has some tabs on the both sides, so it actually protects yourself from getting shocked, and you don't put your finger accidentally on this terminal or any other 12 volt supplies, because this is a very high amp power supply, 200, so you will actually get minor burn marks because of it. So this is actually a 120 watt power supply, so I think you will need to use some very thick wires for this purpose, but these will be good enough. Now let's turn the switch on and see what it shows. So as you can see now that the LED on the right side is now glowing, that means it is powered on. Now we can go ahead and connect our appliances or devices to the terminals over here. So these two terminals from the right side are positive, and the next to them are the negative version. So now let's connect a device to it and see if it's perform or not. But before we do it, let's check the power outage of the power supply. So I have my voltmeter over here. Let me set it to measure 12 volts and turn it on, and let's see how it performs. So here we go. So as you can see, it is at 11.5 volts. So let me just use my screwdriver actually over here and turn the knob on the right side and make it variable. So let me just fully turn it around first. So as you can see, it sets at around 14.2 volts. So 14.2 is 14.52 is the maximum voltage that it can output, and let's just quickly check the minimum voltage. So minimum I think is 9.79, so on an average you can assume 9.8, but still pretty long range from 9 to, that's almost a 5 volt difference. So let's just set it 12 volts. I think I will be happy with that. So let's just remove the prongs and get the voltmeter out of the way and connect our device to it. Okay, so now let's connect our fan to it. So this fan is a 12 volt DC fan. So it has obviously two wires, one is positive and one is negative. So on the power supply, the one from the left, these two terminals are the positive inputs, are the positive outputs of 12 volts, and these, and next to them are the negative inputs. So let's connect it, and it doesn't matter which one you connect to, you just need to make sure that the circuit is complete, otherwise obviously this will not work. And make sure that the power supply is turned off while you do this, because there is a risk of getting shocked. So as you can see, the fan is now spinning and blowing a pretty good amount of air at my face as well. So you can use the screwdriver here to turn the power on more or give it less power. So you cannot actually see the fan turning up or down, but in real life when you do that, you can feel the fan speed ramping up and ramping down. So that's pretty nice. So it is a very good feature to have an adjustable. Alright guys, so thanks for watching the video, hope you like it, and hopefully this video was helpful for you and you were able to figure out how to use this power supply. So thanks for watching the video, please like, subscribe and share. Thank you.